Good afternoon and welcome to the New Year's edition of your favorite weekly current affairs program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. So, Happy New Year. My name is Edo State. Today's episode of the program promises to be exciting, educative as usual, keeping you abreast with all that is happening in the nooks and crannies of the country. Whatever is happening within the country is of our concern, because if Nigeria must be repositioned, then it requires collective effort to actually make the country work. You play your part in your little corner, I play my part in my little corner, then we will be sure of a developed country. So welcome to today's program. I have very distinguished personalities with me today to dissect the topic we'll be having. We have with us a very, very respected clergyman and public analyst. He's a very seasoned analyst, Dr. Emeka Ekuga. Nice to have you with us today.
Happy New Year, viewers.
Yes.
I thank God we've made it to 2024. And I want to assure you, God is always ready to do his will upon our lives.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you. We also have with us an ambassador of peace, a communication expert. He is the president of a pressure group known as UID. He is also a very seasoned analyst and regular face on the program. Ambassador of peace, Andrew Eyaloa. Nice to have you with us today.
Compliments of the season, yes.
Okay. We also have in the studio a man you would like to meet. He is the chairman of the Palm Produce Association of Edo State. He's a youth leader. He's a politician. But he prefers to be called a farmer because he believes that politicians have no business in farming. But rather, if you are a politician and you are a farmer, then you must be seen in the farm, just like he does. So he prefers to be called that way. So, Efosa Atoy, nice to have you on the program today.
Thank you for bringing me a celebrate to all our viewers in their homes and in this studio. Happy New Year to everybody.
Okay, so like I said, it is the New Year's edition of 60 Minutes Nigeria. And like I said earlier, it surely will be entertaining. Well, this year, so many residents of Edo State residents all over the country, Nigerians in the diaspora are aware that 2024 there will be an off-cycle governorship election known as Edo 2024. Now, 2024 is here. How set are you to be part of the process? And one of the activities that will surely take place, we talked about the primaries and all of that. But then, something ugly seem to be bedeviling Edo State, bedeviling Nigeria, and that is insecurity. Insecurity has become a monster. In Edo State, recently we've heard about killings, but we're glad that the number one citizen of Edo State, Mr. Governor Godwin Obaseki, in his New Year's state broadcast, assured residents that killings will stop because his administration has put in place modalities to tackle the ugly menace. Some persons actually confided in me that, they are afraid of staying in Edo State because of the killings in Benin City and all of that. So we are glad that the governor has said that. Then the Edo State Police Command has also assured us of a tactical team that has been put in place to move around, patrol, and stop the killings. So these are the kind of assurances we've gotten, and that seems to have calmed frayed nerves. But if we don't tackle insecurity, Edo 2024 might be threatened. We'll just start with Dr. Emeka Ekuga. Yes, insecurity has become a monster. If not tackled, do you see Edo 2024 becoming a reality?
Yeah, thank you, Agbalaho. You've said it very clear. Insecurity all over the nation, not also only in Nigeria, even outside Nigeria. In Edo State, we even have a little piece here. The governor has been doing his best.
Okay.
And also kudos to Edo State, the new commissioner of police, Fayonse is it Adebanjo or thereabout?
Okay.
That has just been brought to Edo State. I knew him for long now. He has been a man who I believe in his tactics in security measures, and I'm sure he's going to do well. Within the space of time, he's going to stay in Edo State. But beyond that, the state government has been doing marvelously well. If you see, for some time now, when you talk of insecurity in Edo State, it has been a little bit, not so elaborate like you can talk in other states in Nigeria. Edo State has been a place where you can actually look up to. The only challenge I am looking at is what these youths are doing to themselves. And because it involves killing, we will now take it to insecurity. In my broadcast in the crossover night, I asked a very humble question. Why must you take a life you cannot give? And I'm still repeating that question. Now we are in a live broadcast to all the viewers. Perhaps you are there watching. Why must you take a life you cannot give? We are no longer talking of armed robbery. The Edo State network, security network has been doing marvelously well. The Nigerian police has also been doing marvelously well. And the other security personnel, they have all been doing their best. They cannot be in everywhere. But with the introduction of Edo State security network, I think we're able to get something good. But come to look at the killings, you come to discover it is this issue of court rivals, which I don't even see reasons for it. I don't even see why it must be. Why must you, in the name of courtesan, begin to take a life you cannot give? Now, I want to say this very clearly. In 2024, which is this year, Edo State governorship election, nothing will stop it.
Okay.
Election is going to hold, and the government is going to make sure that security architectures is being put in place. I am very convinced, and I don't have doubt in my mind that insecurity will not stop election in 2024.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will just move straight to an ambassador of peace, Andrew Igalua. Your association, your peace ambassadors. I hope you know you have a lot to do now to ensure peace in Edo State. Yeah, what's your take?
Our main slogan is peace, peace, peace.
Okay.
If there is no peace, then there is no development.
Okay.
But first and foremost, I think we need to let the public know the real definition of insecurity.
Yeah.
Insecurity is a state of being open to constant threats or danger to citizens. And when citizens are open to such situation, there's problem. You are walking on the street, you are not free, you are always scared, and it affects especially the elderly. Ordinary knockout, you see, you gather amount of cardiac arrest. And insecurity in Nigeria now is like a recurring phenomenon. It's like it's not part of us, and like we don't value lives anymore. Just recently, this yearly tide period, I read in the papers and I saw with my eyes nothing less than 30 youths were killed so far in this their court rival issue. I continue to ask myself, if you have problem with your fellow court people, must you kill? I mean, killing, shooting that person to death, it's not like you are suspending him or her after 6 months. The person is just gone. I mean, are we that heartless in Nigeria now not to value lives? And I don't know where this thing is taking us to, especially the youth that are coming up these days. And I feel the government and the parents, they are people to be held responsible for this act. Because you don't just start killing one day. It's a gradual process. You start fighting, before you know it, you start carrying knife and all that. Before you now start carrying a gun. Where are the parents? Where are the government institutions to arrest issues like this? Those are the things we'll be asking ourselves. And what is the government doing about all this? This is not the first time. Like in Edo State now, the death toll now is according to 150 or 160,000 persons that have been feared there because of religious differences. I can't understand where we are going in Nigeria. Any little thing you kill, any little thing you kill, is that a way of solving problems? Those days, even if you have problem with your fellow guy, the worst you do, fight. They will come and settle about it. But now it has to be gone. And by the time you look into the case why they are fighting themselves, there is a slim issue that can be resolved amicably. Must you kill? So what I'm foreseeing now is a situation whereby Nigeria, you can't sleep and keep your eyes closed anymore. We are still free in this part of the world. Like he said, thanks to Governor Edo State, I have been trying to curtail that excessive fighting and killings of the youth. But just this genocide period, we experienced another massacre. And the thing is something that will just happen within the twinkle of an eye. The one I saw with my eye was around Siloko Road. I was just driving, I saw somebody came out from one and shot somebody. We reversed me and my friend. So the person was down there, just like, and they're gone. So how do you arrest us in this situation? Must you plant policemen on every street? So the issue of this is just enlightenment. These youths, they should organize seminars. Because if you look at, let's try this cutting. The people perpetrating this crime, the people sending them, they are the educated ones. If you may know, they send the miscreants, young errors to go and commit this heinous crime. They stay back. And it is this miscreant, bus drivers and mechanics that are committing this crime. These sent by their gladiators. They should enlighten them. And I came to discover that it's like a secret society. The moment you are there, you can come out. That's right. So it's going to be a difficult task. That will be enlightenment and continuous enlightenment to downplay that anxiety in them. And mostly the people behind, call them to order. There are people behind these things, not the people actually doing that thing. There are people behind it. If you can talk to those people, calm down, relax, talk to your boss. It's like an errand thing. It's getting too much. That is for the court to do. But for the henchmen, the kidnappers and all that, about a few months ago, our young graduates that were going for their family assignment, about 6 of them, on their way to Abuja, they were kidnapped. Just like that. I don't know if they've been released now. You see the trauma they are going to go through. The parents, everybody will be traumatized during that period. Imagine taking a couple, a young lady to the bush for 1 week or 2 weeks. You know what we go through. Psychological effect and all that. It's not a thing you need to experience. The government has to come into this situation. It's a very, very abysmal situation that one does not need to experience at all.
Thank you very much. That's Ambassador of Peace, Andrew Igalua. I'm happy he said that his group represents peace, peace, peace. We need peace in Edo State. And we know that some time ago, whenever there's this court-related clash, the government has a way of intervening, calling some other groups to actually mediate, and before you know, the problem is over. I think the state government has done a lot. They should continue to intervene, because it is the duty of government to ensure the security of lives and property. So we commend Governor Obaseki for what he has done, but we urge him to do more so that investors will not run away from Edo State. We'll talk about that on the show. But let me quickly say that the figures expressed by a guest, we cannot validate them here, we cannot confirm them here, but we'll continue to appeal that killings should stop in Edo State. Let's get the thought of a youth leader too, who understands what goes on in the minds of the youths. Efusa thought, insecurity, do you think the government is getting it right in terms of protection of lives and property?
From what we are deliberating here now, when you look at insecurity, we can't blame the government. We, the parents, who've missed it, and life is cheaper than water, pure water you buy out. We can't stop them because they cannot be stopped. Like our ambassador said, nobody is controlling them, nobody is instructing them. In those days, what they call cultism now, most of them, they don't even know why they are in this group. They joined this group because they just believe they can have access to God. The people who I believe are behind all these shenanigans, all these what they call killings or whatever. They don't live in the bush, they are not herdsmen. They live in the hotels, they live in the city. Some of them drive cars without even registered plate numbers. Some of them have high connected politicians, their numbers. Some of them, you see them floating around the street. What we should be doing, asking now, the time has come. If somebody is offering you a bottle of Coke, you look at the person and ask the person, thank you, I don't need it. The way hunger, the way people want to live by all means is why we are where we are now. And our parents are just silent about it. Our institutions are quiet about it. Our traditional institutions are quiet about it. And we say the government. Who is the government? We should not, the police cannot stop the killings. The soldiers cannot. Even the vigilante, most of them are now victims. They believe they are stopping their activities. What I believe is running now in the minds of everybody in this state. Election has come. These groups, they will come in different manner to say, when we support you, you will win. Most of them don't have voters card. Most of them cannot, on the day of voting, they cannot go there. But it comes out to bring tensions everywhere. And the previous years, they were given so much recognition, sharing money in various groups. So now the groups have expanded. It's like a banana republic. Everybody has their zona, they have this thing. The top hierarchy cannot even give instruction, and they'll be quiet. Several times before this killing started, meetings were called to quell the district. But once they are holding the meeting, there is another fire somewhere else. That is to show nobody controls them. So the only thing is to eradicate them completely, is to put them aside. First, we are running for a governorship. Any governor aspirant that is linked, that is in any of these groups, cannot govern the state, because they should not use it as a weapon. Now, the present governor is the only governor I would say is not patronizing. The former governor, they call them, we heard it in the government house, there will just be different groups will be shooting gun in government house. We heard it, we saw it. So for this present governor, I'll give it kudos. These people, if they are doing back negotiation, at least to some extent, they are not too muchly involved, apart from those who are under the governor. But for them to have it, to join this group, some of us went through the higher institutions. The essence of this group is to fight the imperialists. Now we don't have the imperialists. It's to protect those who were being oppressed. But how can somebody who has not feel jam even diploma to the higher institution. He will tell you, I'm a zonal head, I'm this, I'm a don. Where? No rotation. Those days when we were in school, they will tell you if you have carryover, you cannot perform. You cannot go into anything. It was intellectual driven. But today, conductors will tell you, I'm a man. They use their slangs. Conductor, a bricklayer, a vulcanizer, a mechanic. What do they know about life? These are artisans. So the society has come to their knees and they've given this artless attitude in the street and they picked it. They go there. In Aduawa, I'll quote that. The northern people who take care of cow and whatever. I was just there, they were telling me, they said, I beg, leave that, now we they control here. I said, what is that? I came to buy something. I said, I'm not paying for grant. Put the cow and I left. They say, bros, we just respect you. Who try here, we will fall out. That is the slang they use. Life is cheap. A cow, before you even kill a cow, you need able body to drop. But human being, they will just come. Before you know, they bring you down and they will say that person, they don't fall out. These are the terms. Our parents will hear them talking. Those who controls beer parlors, all these hotels, they will see people that are coming, talking. This person, he hold on too much, you go drop out. After 4 days, the person is dead. You will not call the police. Somebody says something and something happened. The police will only work when they have the genuine information. Information is being held by we, the citizens. It's because my pastor's child, my neighbor's child, my family, my cousin, anybody who's a criminal is not above the law. Whenever your movement is not being defined by the law, it has a questionable character. Report such person to the police. Let your family hate you. I keep on telling people, if we don't have this culture to report people to the police, but this one, no, CIA as the Benin will say, leave it. Don't worry, it will change. Who will change? An evil is an evil. And nobody is born evil, nobody is born good. It's the society that reform our attitude. So, to me, I just believe Edo State, for now, is safe. Those who are killing themselves, the better. One of our vice chancellors said one time in University of Benin, Professor Nao, he said, why are we panicking that they are killing themselves? He said, better for us. They will reduce their number and there will be peace. If they continue in this manner, taking lives, they don't consider their parents. And once this thing is done, the next thing they will leave this town. For the next 6 months, you will not see them. After 6 months, they are back again. And the police are aware. Our parents are aware. Where did you go for the past 4 months when things were hot? They should ask you, why are you running? Tell the police, but everybody will keep quiet. If the last week, all the events they were doing, all we were seeing were females. It's as if there were no more men in this town. When you ask them, they'll say, town bad, or town cast, or everybody is running. What is chasing us, we all know it. Call the police, call the institutions. We have a kingdom. Look, these things we need to put them. But those in the political class want to use them to achieve their selfish gain. They are petting them. Until they can't use them, they will report them. No, that is not a good society. We should put these things and make it clear. So that at the end of it all, the governorship election, that is on ground now. It is not about promise. It is about who you are, where you have been. If you were once a newspaper seller, how many people that could not afford to get newspaper that you will say, come and read and get information and drop it back. Those days we'll go to a newspaper stand, we'll flap through it. You go to some stand and say, please don't touch my newspaper. But some people will say, allow you to read. You will read, you will drop. Some will come and buy. From the information in the newspaper, they will buy. In this election, you must, everybody, whether any party you belong to, you will come and tell us, when I was there, this is what I did. I was able to help this, I was able to do that. If these things are not there, Edo people are tired of promises, because when they promise, they don't keep it. So this time around, it's only those that have been tested, trusted in any capacity, and we will go and verify. After verification, we will now say, okay, you are good to go. Then we will now know our decision, because we are just starting, and more will still come and put this care. So to me, that would be my take for now on security and the governorship. There is security in Edo State. Let those who are killing, let them continue to kill themselves, because they know why they are running. I'm not running. I don't have any business with them, and they know where they draw their line. If you are going to this place, say you are going there. If you are not going there, stop it. And our parents that have failed, I believe if they can put a law, any child that is killed, any man that is killed, they should trace. If you still have parents, the parents should be arrested. They should come and tell you this thing before you get to this level. Come and tell us what you know. And because their child is a victim, they will tell you everything they want to know. Then, before your child died, how come you did not expose them? So these are the things we will use to check how to stop this menace. Somebody said it happened one time in America, yes. Even in Italy, it happened. In some place in Italy, they call it Napoli. It's a den of mafias. Some people, they are living there, they don't pay tax. They live. The government knows them. But they don't cross from that place to another city. That is where they are. Everybody there is a tyrant. But in this state, somebody will be a tyrant in the morning, or will be a pastor in the morning. In the night is a tyrant. Those are the kind of people, that is why we cannot nail it on the board that this is the cause. No. You cannot, tomorrow, you are using cutlass to cut somebody's head. The next day, you are holding a Bible and saying, no, I'm a reverend, I'm a bishop. No. We should define who we are, both day and night, and say, look, this is the person and that is the person.
Thank you very much, Efosa Toy. That was really expository, I must admit. Very, very expository. But we'll take a brief break now, and after that, my guests will comment on this topic. Okay, nice to have you back. It is 60 Minutes Nigeria. I hope you are enjoying the discussion. We're looking at insecurity and Edo 2024 because it is believed that if security is not guaranteed, then Edo 2024 surely will be threatened. You just heard the first Atoy said just recently, social events, ladies dominated dominated the attendance. Most of the guys were missing because of fear of the unknown, fear of killings. So only the ladies went to social events, you know, but that's not supposed to be. Okay, let me just quickly take the conversation from the normal Edo State situation, and I'll start with Dr. Emeka Ekuga. Now, recently the Chief of Defense Staff said it is wrong for Nigerians to be allowed to bear arms. But SAN, Falana, criticized the Chief of Defense Staff for making that statement. So I'm going to ask you, do you think Nigerians should be allowed to bear arms, or we should? Because even vigilantes now, sometimes you don't even know it's vigilante, people are just, you know, in the public with firearms. So should we stop it?
Well, the security personnel knows the best. The government knows the best. The question is, are Nigerians matured enough to bear arms, just like what you see happening? When you license a gun and give to your son, don't you think you yourself as a father, you are at risk? Because any little misunderstanding, one will pull trigger. So when you see the Chief of Defense Staff says it is not wise for Nigerians to bear arms, he's saying it from the angle of security understanding. And for my learned Sam to say the chief of staff is saying blah, 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 blah. On his own angle, he is only trying to say, if you don't carry arms, how will you defend yourself? So in a way, both of them are right. You see the henchmen inside the bush, they carry arms. And the arms they carry, it's not licensed. What did they carry the arms for? Perhaps to defend themselves inside the bush. But unfortunately, it is no longer meant for defense of whatsoever danger, but rather they use it to kill innocent souls, to have their way. So the chief of defense staff is very correct. Nigerians are not matured enough to bear arms. I must be straightforward in this regard. Nigerians are not matured enough to bear arms. And before arm is being registered for any individual, one must be, assessed. The security security personnel must assess these individuals before you license arm to them. In Edo State here, let me take example the security network, Edo Security Network. Yeah. Yes, they carry something like double barrel. You don't give them AK. They don't carry AK. They give them double barrel. And before any of them is being permitted to carry even the double barrel or barrel, you find out they have gone for trainings. Some weeks ago, inside last year, I saw over thousands in Ogida Barrack. They were trained in different formulas, both on how to handle arms. But there is another area I am looking at. Yes, of course, most of them are trained also to avert them from, committing this crime in this issue of courtism and what have you. Whereby all of them are there, they're being checkmates. Every commander knows who is in their section. Every jurisdiction knows those who are in their jurisdiction. Yeah. They are being monitored. And I think all these things are put in place. When they give you a gun, they will know how many bullets that is being assigned to you. And they monitor them. If you shoot one, they should be able to give account of what. But unfortunately, you will also see others that are selling bullets and pellets outside the security structure. And this is the area I will also advise that the police should go deeper. Those who are selling these bullets and pellets, whom do you sell it to? All those bullets has numbers. And if you sell and the number of whatever you sell is not being captured, and who you sell it to is not being captured, I mean, there is more problem.
Okay, thank you.
But once all these things are put in place, I mean, you will see things begin to work normally.
Okay.
But for just allowing Nigerians, everybody to bear arms is wrong. There will be more trouble.
Okay, thank you. Andre Igaloa, your take on this. Should Nigerians be allowed to bear arms?
Let me tell you, Nigeria as a country, the problem we are facing, we don't know. And let me tell you today, is procreation. Children, the after effect of procreating are not planning for it. That's what we are seeing now. In the developed world, they've seen 100 years. They will make their plan for the unborn children. And you see them walking into it. Nigerians, because they don't make plans for our children, for the youths. And again, I have this opportunity to tell parents to watch the way you procreate. If you know you can take care of just 2 children, let it be 2.
2. Good.
If it's 3, let it be 3. In a situation where a driver having 2 wives with 6, 7 children. And all you need to every day just put patrimony on the floor, you go. These children are growing. Go to the street, you see children of the poor. Traffic light, they are begging and all that. You don't see beggars in Europe. When you ask them a question, where your papa? Papa don't die. What of your mom? My mom is not around. My father has married. You see, they will now, especially the female children, before 13, 14 years, they started behaving like adults. You know what I mean? Like adults, trying to fend for themselves. They become a generation active. The mother, the parents couldn't take care of her. Now she has graduated, she has started hopping around. She will procreate too. Like that, everywhere is filled up. That is the problem Nigeria is having. Not carrying gun, nip it in the ball. Plan, educate these people, pregnant women. It was Babangida that said it like 40 years ago, 45 years ago, when he advised Nigerians have maximum 4 children. That was a visionary leader. That was 45 years ago. He said Nigerians should have maximum 4 children. But now I'm advocating for maximum 2 or 3. But we are not taking to that direction.
Even one.
That is why Nigeria will continue to face problems. This is the aftermath. You are procreating, you are not making provisions for them. No job, no nothing, no welfare. They must feed, they must survive. And that is what we are getting now. I keep telling them, life blows siren from now to tomorrow. Have security apparatus around you. You people will never be comfortable.
Never. If
these poor people are not taken care of, if the downtrodden are not taken care of, they continue to give people problems. You can't. If you want now, the airfare has skyrocketed to some parts of the country. Not that Nigerians can afford it. Places like Abuja now, people do not go by air. But if you go by road, you might not get to your destination. There's no guarantee. Just to tell you how security is now porous in Nigeria. So, government should use this opportunity. They should go to schools, secondary schools, to start with secondary school, enlighten the girls, enlighten the boys. If you want to marry, please, maximum 2 children, 3 children. They don't pay you for having 6 children. They don't pay you for having 5 children without a good job. And at times, they have this mentality, if they are 5, maybe 2 will remember me. You will not be there.
To be remembered.
To be remembered, because you can't survive it. Before you get to 40, 45, you will pass out and you will die. These children will be fatherless or motherless. I try to, because of my experience in Europe and Nigeria, most times, I try to enlighten parents. Madam, this one you are saying, one will help you. You can't wait. You can't survive it. A child now, to pick up a child, you know what it costs to pick up a child properly, in a sound way. It costs a lot. Not just procreating, throwing them on the street to be moving around, you think you can survive, or one of them will remember you. You won't be there. So that is the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria government should start tackling that issue of procreating. Every time they think they are praising Nigeria, we have over 200 million in 2050 we are taking up. What are you going to do with them? 250 million Nigeria. We should be decreasing now. Yes, retrogressing in terms of procreation. Let me tell you, God knows how to balance things. If not for the fact that this Western world, they don't have population. Because they've seen it like 150 years ago. Before now, they were procreating like us. 9 children from one family, 10 children from one family. They now realized that it was nonsense. They now changed their style. They enlightened them, started producing 2, 3 they can take up. Now it's even 1. That's why the population are reduced. That's why they are allowing Africans now to come, so that their population will not go into extinction. That's why they are allowing us. If they were populous like us, the whole world will be choked, because the people don't need you. We have our own population, no job for you. But because they are even begging them now, please, if you have issue, we'll pay you 10,000 euros as a citizen. You can have issue and pay, because they've calculated that if they continue like this, their country will go into extinction. They won't have citizens anymore. They are not begging their citizens to procreate now. That is why any thing they will tell people, bring your people from Africa to come and work, because they are developmentally, they are technically good, they have companies they are running, but nobody to work now, because their people want to. That's why they are allowing Africans to come. That is where God favored us. Otherwise, if they were flooded like us, where are we going to run to? But You see, an average white man, when the year starts, by August, they're already thinking of where to go on holidays. They will carry map. This country, oh, I think I've heard of this country, we'll go there. Because the man that is talking with one child, what is he doing with his money? With his pension? He will start globetrotting. But an African man, 6, 10 children. So how are you going to go on holidays? So please, the problem of Nigeria now is progression. They should start enlightening our children, our youth going to marriage now. And most of the causes of these divorce cases, trace it very well. My wife works in the court. It has to do with not being able to fend for your family, not being able to take care of your wife and your children. Before you know it, papers are loose. Go your wife home. That is what is happening now. Unlike those days when if you have a problem with your wife, your mother will be telling the husband, if not for these children, I would have left you long ago. If not for these children. But now, no slogan like that.
No.
Any little thing, just pack and go. And that is another problem Nigeria will face. Single parents. That's another problem that will affect Nigeria greatly. How many marriages work these days? They think you just dabble into it and come out just like that, and you leave children. Just like that, the woman will go this way, the man will go this way. Then at the end, the children will suffer it. How would the child go in such environment? The child that is being brought up by both parents, it's still difficult to become somebody. Don't talk of your just your mother alone or your father alone. That is another place we are getting it wrong again. The divorce cases in Nigeria is getting too.
Okay, thank you, Andre Galoa. I think what he has just said now is that insecurity can be related to family units, parents unable to adequately cater for their children, take care of their children. When you say take care of children, you're talking about education as well. Some parents don't even care if their children will go to school. They just believe that the child will survive and become somebody. I don't know how the person will become somebody when you didn't train the child. That's what Andre Galoa is saying, that to tackle insecurity, you should go to the family units. Procreation. You see a poor man who tell you he has 2 wives. It's happening in Benin. You see somebody that is looking for maybe a scavenger. Who tell he has children from 2 wives. And the women will gladly, accept the man. Is what I cannot really explain. How are you going to cater for the children? So these children will grow up and become miscreants. Okay, Atoy, I know you have a lot to say.
Yes, so from if Nigerians
should bear arms.
Yes. Nigeria is too mature. We need the arms. Let me tell my bishop. Look, if not because everybody hold his side in this town, what you would have been experiencing this festive period is they will just burst into your house and obtain you. But everybody is scared that there is no house you will enter and you will go in and come out freely because everybody hold his side. The chief of army staff, let me not say he doesn't know what he's saying.
No, don't say that.
I will not use that word, but I like the way Falana responded. Let me tell you, there is a game in Olympics, they call it shooting, aiming. The guns in America, my brother knows, in Europe, why did they make it free? Those things you keep that you lashes. At the time, my gun, I lashes it. Later they say the lashes free. Later they say okay. What are they playing with me? It's a policy to cripple some region. It will not work. Go to the north. The Fulani, they give them.
No, we don't want to mention any tribe.
Let me not call this in.
Don't mention any tribe on the program. Yes.
You talked about those rearing cattle. Cattle rustlers will come and steal their cattle. When they give their arms, they were not going there. They were killing those cattle rustlers. People now metaphors and say, these people, they have arms. Let us talk to them because they are always in the bush. Ransom will come. they started doing this kidnapping. Those who are doing this cattle business are not kidnappers. People who have the brain, because we are Nigerians, this our brains are working. For you to go into school, you need to get 5 credits. It's only Africa they get 5 credits. Every other way, you don't need 5 credits. What you are good is what you read. So Nigerians have brain. No policy you will put that in the next 20 minutes somebody will not bypass it. That is Nigeria for you. Now let us come to the issue of if we have, let our hands be registered. Let the bullet we are getting, let us have a registered place where these things, all these things we don't manufacture them. They import them. And if somebody knows that if he comes into your house uninvited, he's going to lose his hand or his life. It's just like somebody holding a cutlass. You put your hand through the window to pick the phone. The person look at you. You say that laptop, you put the hand again, and the person use something, cut the hand, pia! He say, my hand! You say, you know they go. He hold her. Okay, beg, I'll give you your phone. Drop the phone. He hold the hand. Tomorrow when he come out, you ask and say, what did you do this hand? He will say, na accident, I get accident, the hand, and God saved me. You'll be sorry for that. Whereas, he went out there. If the cutlass did not amputate it, he will say he's a smart person. Let us in any way. First, animals, they have their way to defend themselves. I've said it anywhere. You see catfish, he has his own way to defend himself. Turkey can defend himself. So where will this nation allow Nigerians in this kind of critical moment? You say Nigerians does not have right to defend themselves when our borders are porous, guns, and they will load pellets inside bag of rice, take it to a region to share. You say those who are able to get their own should tender. Let me tell you, they are doing this thing. Are you not aware now that my brother said it's the procreation that is causing problem? You know why? Everybody wants to live good life, but nobody is planning. I call some group of Yahoo boys. They say, I just eat 50,000 euro. I eat this one now. I look at them after they say, sit down. You are so excited because you eat somebody 50,000 euro by telling him you are a beggar, you are this, you are orphan. All those who are story when they talk on the internet, when they watch them. You are not a beggar when you beg, but when they pay you the money, you are not a big boy. The person that gave you 50,000 euro, did you know his account balance? The parents have been saving. That is what our ambassador is saying. The day you have a child in Europe, before the child, they start dropping money. Sometimes the grandfather will say, for my unborn grandchild, I'll be dropping this. As you give the money, begin about reach 15 years. If he show you a bank account, the father saved, it's traceable. Not the one they are looting, using road money to give the kids. We are not talking about. When the child now grows up, he want to buy a phone, it's almost free. You give you phone, you pay when you like all the phone they are using now. This life is so planned because they planned it. That is what he's saying. Now you enter internet, because we are now in a global village. Somebody can be in Benin here, he will say he's in Canada. You'll be interacting. At the end of it all, I need help. They are all beggars. That is Yahoo. They will beg and beg. I want to invest, I want to do that. It's okay. See, this person has been in my neck begging. What is 50,000? 50,000 euro is like 50,000 naira or 500,000 a year. That is how they spend it there. It's okay. Let me just push you 10,000 on that Tesla. Do it. Let me see the report. When you say, man, my Mugu don't pay. The next thing, you go to hotel. You pay for 4 rooms. Now 4 rooms, they say that 85,000. You say, give me champagne. You don't say, me, I don't eat. I want Bible too. My brother, the person just ignore that money, throw away, give you. When he come Africa, he come turn to big money, and you are happy. No investment, you are not even farming, you are not doing anything. At the end of it all, your people say, God don't want for you. The next thing, you say you want to go do ritual, you want to go river, make more money come. When the person see you just say, this idiot, I gave him $10,000 or 10,000 euro, you are idiot, you block your life. You say, they don't do away. Wait till they talk now. You need to travel abroad to understand what I'm saying. And those who are here, why are they people here eating money? when they get money from Oyibo or wherever they get their money from, they will come do visa, do passport. They'll say that they go Canada and Europe. When they reach here, they only see the money to then they will be stranded. They will be doing clinic job and that is so boy. And they come back to Africa, less than Africa, the thing they happen. Because when this money comes here, it looks very big.
Thank you very much.
let me.
No, thank you very much. You know, time is always our friend. But you have really explained a lot. And yes, I will allow you, but you've really explained a lot. And I believe that parents are watching this program.
Yes.
And I believe youths are watching this program. Because Jackpot syndrome is also there.
Right.
They've just told us now, 2 of our guests here, they've lived outside Nigeria for years. So they understand what they are talking about. So I believe you've gotten that knowledge for free today. So foreign countries is not really the way you think it is. No. But that is a discussion for another day. Then you trying to siphon from where you didn't sow, begging foreigners for money and all of that, or telling lies that you lost your father, you lost your mother, you did this for people to assist you, and you are lying. That is evil money. So all that must stop, because that is also crime. But just a quick concluding remarks, Dr. Ekuga.
Well, thank you.
Because time is not on
Thank you.
Side.
It's unfortunate time is not
yes.
on our side. I just wanted to kind of add to what
okay.
Efosa
Just quick, you can't add
just
now.
said,
Just
or a little bit direction. Okay. You've said it all, Efosa. It all boiled down that Nigerians were not matured enough for everybody to start carrying arms. That is exactly what I want to make clear.
Doctor, thank you very much. First, Atoy, thank you very much. Andre Galua, thank you. That procreation, I think we will learn from it. Dr. Ekuga, thank you very much. That's the program for this week, 60 Minutes Nigeria. My name is Edo State. You have a wonderful weekend ahead. Bye-bye.